Hi guys, it's Tanya the Canadian Stamper. Got a fun little pop-up garbage container here for you. You're gonna need one piece of 12 by 12 paper. This is designer series paper from Stampin' Up. A pair of scissors and some Scotch tape, which I've got here. So the fun thing about this garbage container is that it folds down like this, and then when you're ready to use, it just pops up like this. I just keep this on my desktop. Let's fold this way. We're gonna do a whole lot of folding. We're gonna do a whole lot of folding, and sorry, you're also gonna need a bone folder to get some good crisp lines. So we're folding lengthwise and this way on both sides. Once we have our two, then we're gonna go diagonally across. And then diagonally the other way. So these are fun little boxes to make. You can give them away to your friends, or you can make a couple of them, have one on your desk and then one in your craft kit to go. So now we're going to, we've got our fold line. Maybe I'll turn it over so you can see. That's probably better. So this middle one here, we're going to take this and fold up to the center line. And use the bone folder to get a good crease. And then same thing with this side. We're going to fold up to the middle on both sides. And then same thing on these sides. And we're almost done. Yeah, so I did this video yesterday, and I recorded my face view and then also my work surface, and then I recorded it, but then it didn't pick up the work surface view, so we're doing it again. So now we're going to take this point and we're just going to go to the center here. And we're going to do this all the way around. And then, like a normal box, we're going to cut up the grid lines, which I'll show you in just a moment. So if you're using directional paper, I'll show you in a moment the next step. The folding is all the same, regardless of what side of the paper you want to use. And then I'll show you here after this next fold how to, if you have directional paper, how that's going to go. So let's say, for example, this is the directional, obviously it's directional paper, and we want the lines to be up and down. Then we're going to fold this way, because then we'll cut up these lines and the box will essentially go up this way. So if, say, we wanted the lines to be the other way, then we would turn it, and we're going to fold from the middle, and this is how our box is going to be, is basically this way. And then if you have this kind of a patterned paper, it doesn't really matter which way you do it. So I'm going to actually give this away. So I'm going to use this side, but for ease of cutting to show you, I'm going to do it on this side, cut on this side. So what you're going to do is cut up these three lines on this side. And you're going to do that just to that first fold line. Okay, so this is what I mean for directional. So if this was a directional, our box would be this way. If we wanted the box, we would do it this way, which we couldn't do that anymore. I hope that makes sense. Okay, so then we're going to cut up this side. 3 of them, and like other when you're making a box, sometimes you have to flag up the sides, and so what that is that we would just cut in like this. I mean, you could do it for this one. You don't really need to do it, but if you wish, then you totally can. Okay, so now we're going to use some Scotch tape. So we have our pieces just piece folded in half, pardon me, and we're going to take the two side pieces. Oh, sorry. actually I want this one to be on the outside, which is fine. So you just flip it around so that it's like this. Then we're just going to take the edges, the two side pieces like this, and it's a bit puffy, so I'm just gonna crease down the lines with my bone folder. And it doesn't line up perfectly there, but don't worry about that. It's okay. It's not going to affect anything negatively. So we're putting on a piece of Scotch tape. This is going to be the top of our box here, so we just need to deal with the bottom section. So what we're going to do is fold in our flaps however you'd like to fold them in. There's no real rhyme or reason. I mean, you could focus on having the lines the way you want it. Like you could do this so that your lines are, yeah, however you want to fold them in. There's no wrong reason, no wrong way to do it. And then we're going to put tape on 3 sides. So here, here, and here. And then I'm going to show you the fancy way of how the box collapses. So, actually, no, yeah, collapses. Okay, so there's one. So the fun part about this box is that it folds down and collapses, which is cool. So that's why we did all of the folding at the beginning, is without the folds, the box would not fold down as nicely as it does. So I'm just gonna snip this little piece of tape that was a bit long there. Okay, so I'm gonna show you now that's our box, our little garbage. So I'm gonna show you on a finished one what happens. So I'll show you on this one in a minute, but this one's a little bit easier to see. See how you pinch and it folds and then it lies flat. So yours is not going to do that nicely the first time because the paper needs to kind of get used to being bent. But our fold lines on the box are going to help with that creasing. So we're going to squeeze, 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 kind of like this, and you'll see that it'll start to fold down. And I think when I was making one of them, the paper kind of tore here, but that's okay. I'll just put some more tape on there, and away we go. It will fold down, so you might have to play with it just a little bit, like I'm doing here. And whoops, see there, it broke right there, but that's okay. So let's just put another piece here. So once the paper sort of has been creased and wants to go the way that you want it to go, then it folds down beautifully. So just keep working the paper, kind of seeing maybe where it's behaving and where it's not behaving. So just to remind you, it goes down like this, and then it kind of goes like that. So we're So for this one, I'm kind of forcing this down in all the different directions so that you've got your top piece like this. So then you can take your bone folder and crease the edges like that. And then you've got your little box, and then to pop it back up again, you're just going to pull on one of the sides and lift it up. So like I say, it's going to be stiff the first several times that you do it, but then see, as soon as you do that, see how it's wanting to lay flat? And it lays flat. Perfect. So I'll show you with this one as well. And it folds down like that. So the first few times that you do it, you're just creasing those lines and creasing the paper so that next time it wants to fold naturally. This one is finished. So don't be afraid to work the paper and you know, just flex the fibers there so that it kind of sits the way that you want it to. And then it pops up. And there's your little garbage. So I'm holding the sides like this and I'm creasing to have it fold down. Hope you enjoyed that, guys.